So one of the most asked questions on Recycle Day is what happens to personal documents once they're dropped off?
That's right, and your privacy is really important to us, which is one of the reasons we partner with TruShred to destroy and then recycle the papers that you leave behind. Leslie Foster is at Recycle Day at Reston Town Center. Leslie, I know you're going to kind of walk us through this process here.
We are, and I'm glad that you mentioned the questions that people have, and it varies, right? People will say, well, how can I trust it? Is it secure? Some people will park, stop, watch, and make sure that their paper is shredding. So we want to make sure that you know, if you come out here, and we hope you do, as we're continuing to get people. It's been a bit of a lull, but you know, people are coming out pretty steadily all day, and certainly bringing lots of paper. So let me bring in Jason Knight. He is the CEO for TruShred. Fabulous shirt, by the way, I have to say.
Thank you very much.
The shirt game is strong. Okay, so let's talk about this because you handle documents for the Department of Homeland Security. So you want the layperson to know that when you get their paper, it is going to be safe when you shred it.
Absolutely. It is the most secure process available. Everything is shredded on site. There's a screen on the side of the truck so you can actually watch the shredding as it happens. Federal agencies and military installations, they will actually have field agents watch that shredding as it happens. It's actually a requirement per our contracts. But it's the same process we use for regular folks with their tax returns and bank statements and things like that. So it is good peace of mind.
You can certainly understand why people are wondering where the paper is going to go. They've been collecting it for years. It has sentimental value or not, and they're finally ready to get rid of it, and they want to make sure it's gone for good.
Absolutely. I think the sentimental value comes in with the identity theft because it doesn't take much for an identity thief to just get a little nibble and then start digging and digging and digging and digging on your information and zero in on you. This is a way to negate that.
So let's come on over to the truck, Jason, because you talked about it. And Eric, come along with us here. There is a screen over here. Hi, Ben. We're going to come over to the screen for just a second before you turn the truck on. And if you zoom in, Eric, you can see this is the screen that people are able to look at when they're wondering what happens to the paper. And so talk us through this just a little bit here, Jason.
Sure. What we have here is it's an industrial shredder that's built into each truck, and it runs off the diesel engine of the truck, and it's got two 2-foot hydraulic shafts that are independently powered. And think of it like a wood chipper for paper files. And it grinds everything up to a particle size that's like the size of a fingernail. And then we take it back to our facility, our locally owned and operated facility in Manassas, and we bale it into giant 2-ton, like refrigerator-sized bales of paper. And paper mills in like the Piedmont region of Virginia, New Jersey, they'll send tractor trailers down, several a week, and we'll load them up, and the paper gets bleached, it gets pulped in a slurry process, gets turned into a paste, bleached and de-inked and turned into new paper products, sometimes paper towels, sometimes office paper, sometimes toilet paper. It's getting reused.
It's getting reused. That's fantastic. So they can take comfort in knowing what they're getting rid of is being put to good use. All right, Ben, I think it's time to turn on the truck. Now, I should warn you, everyone at home, there is a little noise that comes with the truck, and you are about to hear it in 3, 2, 1. So the engine starts, we turn on all the items, and the shredding is starting. And that's the noise. If you can watch there, and you can see that the paper is about to be shredded. Many people like to step over and actually watch this as it happens. Takes a second for it to start moving because we asked them to turn the truck off just to make sure that you could hear us. But once that gets going, and you can see it starting to move a little bit, starting to pulse a little bit, and sort of starting to really shred it at this point. Jason, let me bring you over here for a second as we're watching this happen. So this is the process you were talking about.
It is indeed, it is. And it's the same process, like I said, for regular folks at home with their tax returns or bank statements as it is for federal agencies and military institutions. We do it the same way every time. It's always secure, it's always done on site.
Perfect, perfect. Before I let you go, how many trees have we saved so far?
We have saved over 200 trees so far today, and I will have the exact numbers in about an hour.
That's fantastic. All right, well, this gives you just a little sense of what's happening here at our Recycle Day, saving trees, saving paper, saving space in your basement, in your closet, and wherever else you keep all that good stuff. We'll be here till 6:30, so come on out. People have been coming from far and wide, and we're looking forward to getting more of your stuff and making an impact in our community. I'll send it back to you all.
All right, Leslie, we appreciate the commentary. Quite educational and informative. Thank you, friend.